All right, everybody, we're back. It's been a while. That's it's me, Frank and Ricky, two favorite podcast guys. We're back, and it's the new season, and we're so excited to talk about it. Ricky, here we are,
Here we are, season 4 upon us.
season 4. Oh man,
Who would have thought?
it's been a long it's been a long process to make it this far. Um, but we're still here, and we're having a great time with it. And we're so excited to talk about it.
That we are. We finally, everyone can set up their recruiting boards now. We're just going to be waiting on the commissioners with the schedule. But, we can look at the recruiting, we can look at the preseason, All Americans, everyone's roster,
Right?
make your own depth chart. So, getting back into the nitty gritty of things here after like a week or so off. So, you know,
It's
props to the commissioners for being flexible on, advancing a couple
right
off-season weeks that weren't necessary. So, props to Ian on that one, 100%. He's
yep.
been killing it.
At Ian.
Appreciate it. Ian, oh God, that's right. He's probably sick of you.
He loves me. All right. Anyways, so we just want to, start out by, checking out everyone's rosters, seeing, what everyone's looking at, maybe just briefly going through everyone's teams, checking out your overall, looking at your impact players, um, you know, and stuff like that. And here's Ole Miss, the first time we see it, and look at this. Walker
Ooh,
White has taken
the
over the top spot.
that's your
Holy
that's your
cow.
major transfer recruit from this offseason.
This is him. This is the White Walker. This is Heisenberg. You
The
can
White
call him.
Walker, Heisenberg. I know what a name.
He, dude, that deep accuracy is just so terrible. But,
Well, everyone, you don't have to worry about Frank being you over top. So
oh
he
my
just showed
God.
that to you.
Wow. I mean, I don't even care. This is the first time I'm seeing it. Chubb, man, I don't know what to say. This is it. You're done. Well, he's probably not done. He's definitely not done, but it
Well, it
sucks.
depends on if you throw a lot of interceptions with Walker White and your
Yeah,
patience level, I suppose.
but
But at least he's not
wow,
just
that's
starting
all
out
I
QB
wanted to
one
see.
for
That's
you.
all I cared about. That's insane. But we'll.
I mean, honestly, what we should do is go through like so. There's been a lot of conference realignment,
Oh,
been a
right,
lot of users changing
right. We'll
teams.
do
So
that
let's
first.
actually go look at
That's a good
the
idea.
conferences. Obviously we can't see a schedule yet, but it's good to break down the users, all that good stuff. So looks like ACC here. We have one, two, three, four, five, six. I think there should be a seventh. Yep, Nick. So there you go. From the ACC went from like having the whole fucking league to
To
just seven
7.
teams.
Yep.
And I think we have 30 users total after officially
Yeah.
Washington's
Washington.
no longer in it.
He had his Ethernet cord was unplugged,
Yep,
and
been
his life
unplugged.
his life support has been unplugged. So
Yep.
rest in peace,
So
Washington.
Washington's available.
So I'm sure he didn't really help them out recruiting wise or anything, but they are available.
Yep.
Big
The Big
12.
12, we got
Look at
one,
this.
two, three, four, six teams. And obviously, the big news there is Texas is leaving the SEC. They've had it after 3 years,
Well,
and they are going back to the Big 12. They have left Oklahoma in the dust, betraying their
yeah.
arch rivals.
Well, two
Um,
arch rivals.
oh yeah, and you, yeah.
Well, I don't know if he
You guys
considers me a
pro.
rival or not. He's been whooping my ass recently, but I consider him my biggest rival, and I was deeply disappointed in his actions. But
Hmm. Oh, that sounds like to me like that should be
I
a
want to see
non-conference game.
Glenn. Give me Glenn. I don't even care.
Oh, that'd be a good non-conference game.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Um,
I'm just kidding. I like Matt Glenn a lot, but I would like it'd be
yeah,
cool
but I
to
mean,
play
and
him
then we
again.
also have Ricketts that went from Arizona to
There he
Colorado.
is. Yep.
So he stay, yep. So he stays within his own
And
conference
the new
here.
guy,
So you just take
SMU.
and SMU. Yeah, we'll see what he has. I mean, it looks like he has an uphill battle in terms of roster
Yep.
overall. But hey, user makes up for a lot of that, and we don't know what he's capable of just yet.
Yep.
But I mean, Colorado. Ricketts gonna take over what Prime was starting to build there, and we'll just see. But
I was
there's a lot of
kind of
departures too. So
yeah,
like
I was kind of
Boyd
shocked
left.
when he transferred to Colorado, but I guess he didn't like what he was building there in Zona and wanted to jump ship. So
Yeah, I mean,
it'll be interesting to see how he does
losing
there.
38 to nothing in the playoffs, I think does that
That's true.
unfortunately.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
to be fair, like the roster was outmatched for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
So
no,
just
Colorado definitely has a solid he Prime built a solid foundation for
yeah,
them.
Prime was always battling me over like some of the faster recruits in the Midwest. So
Yeah.
I feel like he has a good team that's
Yep.
building there.
Kansas, they'll
Now
see.
Kansas has after going undefeated in the conference last year, definitely more competition. I mean,
It'll it'll be
hopefully more.
interesting to see, how they do it with, only 6 users in the conference. They're definitely gonna have to play more non-conference
I
games.
mean, yeah, but that's all in
Yeah,
EA's hand how the
exactly.
conference matchups play out. I did suggest to have divisions, at least divided up, but it looks like they didn't go that route. So, Big Ten, let's see here. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yep, USC. Yep, so seven Big Ten. So I think seven ACC, six Big 12, seven Big Ten. So pretty even thus far for the three of the four conferences.
And Boyd here, New
Big one
Michigan.
here is Boyd going to Michigan, which we thought he was going to Ohio State for about
Yeah,
3 hours, but actually going to Michigan, he turned in his Ohio State cap and betrayed the whole Buckeye
he
Nation.
pulled a Nick
So,
Saban.
so he's gonna get absolutely booed if they play
Yeah,
in the horseshoe anytime soon. But I think just overall, this is going to be a far more competitive conference, which is already top heavy. Um,
the addition of Ohio State now looks like
yeah,
he's
then
coming into a
Lane. I
nice
mean,
roster.
we know Lane very well personally, and I can tell you, I've played him, just in exhibition games, and man, he is good. He made me earn
Yeah.
my one win against him.
Um,
He's gonna be hard to beat.
we're turning this into a sheets. We should have a sheets conference, and with the addition
That's
of
right. Now
TCU.
we just need to get into the ACC and
Well,
like take
TCU
over
as well.
that.
He said he's going to be working there. So
I'll,
second
did his offer get accepted?
I think it was different shift, but he is technically now a sheets man. So
Oh hell
and
yeah! So the Legion continues to build.
yep, we could have our own conference. But
I mean, I think that's 6 users now.
yeah, it is 6. But here's
Yeah,
another one. Penn State. Look at that roster,
yeah,
93 overall after a 6-6
yeah.
season.
Looks like McMahon's gearing up for a redemption arc here.
Yeah, and he has the roster. It looks like so. We'll definitely take a
Yeah,
peek
this
at
could be
that.
tough. I mean, Iowa had a really good recruiting
Yep,
class. 91s across the board. That's
there
going to
you
be
are.
solid. Yep, I had a really good recruiting class. Big news for me was I lost Raiola in the off season.
Yeah,
But, I've been sort of having this hidden 3-star gem from the first recruiting class. I have elite dev, and he's up in the mid 80s, so I'm good with that to start the year.
looks like
And
USC lost
USC,
a
I
little
mean,
bit.
they came on strong late in last season, almost won the Big Ten championship. So I mean, this is just stacked from top to
Yeah,
bottom.
it really is. There's
The-
no
We
one
haven't even
bad
mentioned
here.
Oregon, who just won the actual conference. So
Correct.
it's gonna be a bloodbath.
And held the national champion to only 14 points in the what was it,
Yep,
the quarters or semis? So
quarters. Yep,
or quarters, yeah. So
yep, round of
and
8.
so then, well, let's look at the outlier. One,
Okay, we got
two,
one,
three,
two,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
ooh, 9. Okay, so 9 users. So that's 7 ACC, 6 Big 12, 7 Big 10, and 9 SEC. So a little too many. Maybe Oklahoma should have joined Texas going back to the Big 12, but um, I still think that's gonna be a far more competitive conference. And
Yeah, a lot of
obviously
user
losing
matchups.
Texas is the big departure here. But we do get Casey going to
Yep.
from Louisville to Tennessee. It's a big coaching change there. That's a really good roster. I think he'll
right?
enjoy it.
Yeah, he looks like he'll have fun there.
And
And then this guy here,
and oh, your arch rival.
I don't know. I think I'm his arch rival.
Oh, you don't even see him as a rival. Okay. Ooh, that
And
better
look
be
at
a game
this.
this year.
Look at this roster here.
I mean, it's always stacked.
Somehow he always does it. So hopefully Bradley there can, well, not
And then
against
Corey
me,
stayed with
but
Florida. We
yeah, he
thought he was
stayed.
he was gonna change teams, but he ended up staying in the
I,
SEC with the Gators.
yeah,
So
I
I'm
respect that.
glad he stuck it out because that is a I feel like that's a good roster and there is some opportunity in the SEC
Yeah, put the
for him.
pipeline. And obviously we got Bama,
Yep,
A&M.
Bama. I
Looks
mean,
like,
this is that's a team that we've been
yep, we
we
talk
said
them
in
up.
the lost pod that could be that team that makes that next big step.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see what the Crimson Tide do this year.
We got
And
Duke.
He's always formidable.
Yep. With the run game, see what he's got this year. I got solid 90. Had a good class last season. I don't know much this year, but we'll see. A&M looks like he's going through a little rebuild, but he'll probably be there, no doubt.
Yeah, I think he lost his quarterback in the
Yeah,
draft
he doesn't
as
use them
well.
anyways, so it's fine.
No, he's
Um,
like run heavy.
and then Barfield with a solid class, it looks like. So definitely some
Yeah, I
hitters.
mean, yeah, but even losing Texas, it looks like it's still a very formidable conference. Um, so I mean, I guess we'll just get right into it. Frank, I'm
Yeah,
going to ask you a controversial question that I need you to answer,
let's
and
hear it.
only you.
I love it.
What is the worst conference going into the preseason?
Well, mine. And even though it's,
Yours.
well, even though there's nine
Okay.
guys, it doesn't mean, much. Alabama's pretty good. You know, I
Playoff
just
caliber for sure.
play caliber. We haven't seen that out of Georgia. We haven't seen that out of Florida. We haven't seen that out of LSU. We haven't seen that out of Missouri. Saw a little bit out of Oklahoma. A little bit with me. We'll see about Casey and A&M. But like losing Texas
Oh,
is like that was bad for us. Like I was actually like a little upset when he left because like I just
I
felt
know.
we just lost
I
a
saw your post on the band app.
yeah. So I don't know. He shouldn't have left. It should have been Oklahoma or honestly Missouri. I just think that made more sense of them moving over to the Big 12. But it was their
I mean, I don't
decision.
think there were any volunteers except himself,
No,
though.
I know.
So
So that's why it
I think
happened.
that played. Um, but I mean, sort of for like rivalry and traditional standpoint, I wish Oklahoma went with them, regardless if they stayed
Right.
in the SEC or what. But maybe next year. But again, like this all changes
Yeah,
year to
it's
year
year to
basis.
year. That'd be cool.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, is it as top heavy as the other conferences? I don't think so. However, I will say I am very excited to see what Casey does. I've been saying all along I need it. I think he has a lot of skill sets on the
Yeah.
offensive side of the ball, and as soon as you give him some like 90 plus speed guys instead of what Louisville was giving him, he might be dangerous. It might make it that next level. So I'm excited to see that.
Right.
Um, and then what's the strongest conference in your opinion?
I mean, it's the Big Ten. Just everyone in there is just so solid, and always like every team in there is like ranked in the top 25 or the top 15 in that matter consistently. And it seems like it's down to the final game for the last spot, and it's between five teams, to get that spot to make the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah.
So it's
All right.
just
Well, go back to the.
what do
Sorry.
you
Go
want?
ahead. Finish your.
No, no, you're good.
Go back to your conference standings there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you another question.
Okay.
So we obviously had a lot of additions here where coaches choose new teams. What of the computer teams do you feel like would be the most attractive to
Okay.
oncoming additions
All right. Well,
in the four power conferences?
let me see. Give me 1 second. I mean, I feel like Arizona State could be a fun one. Just because,
Not looking
or
at the overall.
no, I mean, I just think they're a fun team. They have cool jerseys. I mean, not overall
Yeah.
doesn't always matter, like you said. Obviously
No.
Arizona and Utah, two former teams, high over
Yeah, I
mid
think
overall
Utah might
teams.
be my leader of the pack here. I mean,
Yeah, I mean I think
I think Utah.
user graveyards are somewhat other people's treasure. So
Yeah,
so
the Utah's good. What's the Big Ten I have here?
Big Ten,
'Cause right
kind of
now,
running out, kind of running out. Every good team kind of
oh, there's a
taken.
22nd ranked team.
This is
Washington, I saw has a high overall.
oh yeah,
What's
Washington
Wisconsin? I always feel like they have like a lot of
mid,
good mid. Yeah,
UCLA
but I
mid.
mean,
I mean Rutgers. I mean Washington. Yeah, okay.
yeah, they're still at the 90s
Yeah, I mean
basically.
a different
So
user with better
Washington,
internet
Utah,
could make Washington great. You never know.
Wisconsin. I mean, that's actually technically still a user graveyard. I think we had someone year one.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
And then SEC.
Auburn,
Yep, Auburn's always been one I feel like is
South
good.
Cal or South Carolina. Okay, State now, new member of the SEC,
Yep.
could be
Oh yeah, I mean,
attractive.
that's a user graveyard too.
Yeah,
So
that's my old pal.
yep.
I told him we
Fl-
could have been playing together, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'd whip your ass," and I said, I don't know about that." Said he so it could have been fun to see, but he couldn't even make it through 1 year. So he
Yeah, well, at least him leaving saved you the embarrassment of your season last year.
that's true. Oh
Um,
man, but yeah, so yeah,
no,
those are a couple of teams. I mean, probably definitely the Big 12. Those two teams are the most attractive, definitely.
yeah, definitely. I think Utah's the one I'd be looking at.
Yeah, yeah, no, I
But
definitely agree with
all
you.
right, maybe let's look at this top 25 now and see if it sort of lines up with our expectations here.
No shocker there, no shocker there, no shocker
Nope, the
there.
national champion should 100% be number
Well,
one.
this is maybe controversial, but who knows?
Well, I mean, Florida State only lost to three teams last year. One was the national champion, one was the one that lost to the national champion, and Bama, who I would argue should have made the playoffs based off resume.
Right.
But the fact that they lost late in the season a couple times really killed their momentum in the polls to the computer. So I don't know. I still think Florida State's very worthy of that number two spot. Obviously, Glenn's run near the end of the
Yeah.
year puts him at three.
Two straight natty
Um,
runs. You're
yep. Then
deserving.
I had a pretty strong end of year last year. But Iowa at
That's
five. I mean, he's
maybe a little
this is a team
favorable.
that.
I
I mean,
mean,
yes, but this is a team that I feel like is just gonna make a
right.
redemption arc towards the playoffs here. I'm not gonna undersell them ever.
I mean, that overall
Um,
is nuts for Clemson. That's why he's at
yeah, and
6, and
Nick's
he's a great
improving every
player.
single year. I mean, he got over the hurdle last year, making the playoffs. So I feel like that's pretty fair there. And just depends on how those ACC heavyweight matchups go. A&M, they lost a couple, but I mean, he's been the one consistent in the SEC every year. I'm pretty
Every year
sure.
he's made the playoffs. Yep,
And Kansas, oh man, that you talk about probably the most devastating loss in the playoffs.
definitely.
Fortunately for Mitch here, and we'll have to get him back on again, one of those
Yeah,
lost episodes. But I'm pulling for him to get a big redemption arc and start his season off strong. And then there's our Cinderella.
there he is.
Yeah, what a run to the Final Four.
Yep, Zach.
No
Zach
one
at
no
UNC.
one could have seen it. Not even the biggest ACC homer,
Bill Belichick.
Nick, could have seen that one
Bill
coming.
Belichick and his
So,
girlfriend are watching in the stands.
oh jeez.
Uh,
Oregon being 10 is very surprising to me. They
yeah,
should be like in the 7,
that's what I
6
mean. Is a
ish
little
range.
shocking. I feel like they should be up here where
Yeah.
Iowa is, and Iowa should be where Oregon is.
Yeah,
Based off last year
that's
alone,
fair.
that's what I would
Yeah,
do.
I mean, Oregon beat Iowa straight up. That's
Exactly.
fair. Uh, But I mean, Iowa also had like the best 9-3 resume of anyone
Yeah, no
ever.
doubt.
So
We'll see what Boyd here. This is
it's
just because of last year's computer.
Yeah,
So we'll
it's
see if
it'd be
Boyd
very
deserves
interesting to
it.
see what he does also with I kept mentioning it with Casey, but he's also someone that you sort of give him 90 plus overall speeds instead
Right.
of 85s, and
And
it might make a difference in
he's a run heavy guy, and this is a run
Yeah, I was
heavy
saying, what a
team, so
perfect like identity fit for him
exactly.
because he loves to run, doesn't really like to pass the ball. At least he hasn't thus far. And
This guy
man,
should
like
move
that
to the
that
Big
might
12.
that guy just needs to join a conference.
Yeah, I think
How,
he should be in the
'cause-
Big 12 honestly if we're just doing it, basing on, users in a conference, he should
yeah,
be in
I
there.
mean, yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, yeah, like if you want to bring up tradition, then yes, they should stay independent. But in terms of like, I mean, Nate might not even care about this for himself, but in terms of like a fairness thing, he's never gonna get that first round bye no matter
Right.
what because
So
he
it's
doesn't have
always a
that
penalty against him, but
conference.
he accepts it, I
Yep.
guess.
He accepts it just like Notre Dame in real life do, huh?
Yep.
So fair enough. Then Bama, I mean, there's a team I'm looking out for and make that next step. Honestly, they also had a good resume to make the playoffs. Um, and the computers are giving you, um,
The White Walker.
I'd say that's a fair shot because you have a lot of potential.
Yeah,
And,
right in the middle.
then one season removed from
The worst year
being
in
an absolute surefire. This is a playoff guy. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Oklahoma, they're right on that cusp too. They are also 9-3. The
Yeah,
computers just like them more in
this is
Carolina.
a interesting
They would
trio
beat it.
right here.
Yep.
And then look at this, the two users, former user
Yep.
graveyards.
And then TCU, I mean, their quarterback's ridiculous.
He is nuts.
Stevie, I mean, and Stevie always plays close games, no matter who his opponent is.
I
And
can
then
confirm.
USC, I
Another
feel
close
like
game guy.
he was starting to find something there at the end of the year, so he should be right up in contention. And it'd be interesting to see what Christian does with the new team, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the Big 12. And then
Bobby.
Miami, hopefully, he just has better schedule luck this year. He
Yeah.
ran into all in the
Yeah.
ACC
He
last
ran
year,
into he ran
unfortunately.
into the dogs.
Yep.
And then
And
new guy on the block.
yeah, and Tennessee.
So Casey with a nice solid
And
team.
then we haven't even mentioned Penn State, which, by the way, looking at their
Yeah.
overall, they'll probably be in here somewhere. So, I mean, this is going to be a very, very competitive year on the looks of things, and that's what exactly you want. You want, some parity. You want new guys and being able to experience playoffs. I think last year we had 3 users make the playoffs for the first time, and Nebraska, North Carolina, Clemson.
Yeah,
Might be even
there's
forgetting one more, but
definitely some transparency from years prior,
yeah.
which is cool and
Yes.
fun to see. So
Oh God, yeah.
yeah, so I mean, I just want to just take a look here. Just do it like a quick little breeze, see what everyone's doing, roster wise. Nothing crazy. It
Yeah.
looks like he's gonna be run heavy, maybe a little bit in Tuscaloosa, with an elusive back.
Yeah. It looks like, yeah, that's an insane roster offensively.
Yeah. Former Arizona. Let's see. Clemson. Oh boy.
Clemson. There we go. There
Oh,
you go.
this
This is
is.
your.
I mean, that's just unreal. Lenora Sellers continuing to improve. Looks like he's got his replacements and his replacement after that. So
Well, I
Clemson
mean,
is
Sellers might not even start. To be honest with you, look at that freshman.
that is true. That is a good point. I'd start either one of them, but Sellers is also a good
Any of
start.
them. Any of them.
So looks like it'll be another great year again for the Tigers. New
Yeah, they
guy in
just need
the
to start winning those ACC heavyweight matchups. That's gonna be Nick's key to this year.
definitely. It looks like we're going to be having some good guys in the trenches in Colorado. Looks like he's building some D tackles,
Yep.
some linemen. Looks like a lot of guys up front there for Colorado. So it looks like he's trying to move the ball on the ground potentially. So
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, I think that was Arizona's bread and butter was running when it was successful. So
oh
wouldn't surprise
wow,
me.
This is right up Florida's alley. This is another run heavy guy, and that's definitely what you want to see out of your
Oh,
running back.
yeah, that guy is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah,
Hopefully his catching's good because that'd be a really good receiving back.
99 ball carrier. Yeah, that's great.
Oh yeah, he's good enough. Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a demon down there in the swamp.
What
So
else we got here?
let's see, Florida State.
Florida State.
Oh man, looks like he's doing the Virginia Tech approach, getting that high end speed there at the wideout position. Looks like he's got
Yeah, the two
three
guys there.
absolute
Then probably.
demons.
Oh
So
yeah. Well, they're like all three different tendencies, I think.
exactly, yeah,
So
deep threat, route runner, and physical. That's actually very awesome. I've never
yeah. And remember, this is the team that absolutely put a whooping on the eventual national champions. So
right.
I wouldn't count out Florida State. I I think if you were to bet on which teams are going to make the playoffs, Florida State's going to be like one of those ones you can almost shoehorn in.
Ricky.
Okay, that I've never seen 99
I
for those four categories.
I was listening to everything you said, and then I saw this, and I stopped listening.
And like the guy right below him is even like that far off.
Look
Like
at that.
99, 99, 98. Jesus.
Wow. Looks like it's all on defense though. So, um, but I'm
I
not.
mean,
Wouldn't be
that's fine.
surprised if these wideouts. Yep. Only four wideouts this year though. But look at
Ooh.
them though. I mean, that's kind of interesting. Only going with four wideouts. I hope It looks like tight end. He's definitely going to be tight end heavy. He's got a solid tight end.
Oh, to be in the Southern Pipeline.
Yep. It's fun down
Oh.
here. Oops. Oh shit. Accidentally got out of it. We're already at Georgia though, so it's okay. Let's see. So rest in peace, Georgia Tech.
I think Iowa's your next one
Yep.
anyway. So
Oh, well, it looks like he still has Molten. So
yep,
Ricky, I'm
he came
sure
back for
you're
one more
aware
year.
of him.
So looks like heavy in the trenches with some some lockdown corners like this real Iowa Hawkeye team every year.
A solid backup
Um,
running back.
yep, with really good running backs.
Another trenches guy.
I
Yep.
mean this is Iowa. I mean this is Iowa's identity.
It
This
really
is who he
is.
is
That
every year.
matches perfectly.
So he's gonna be tough out, man. And then let's see here. Oh, looks like he kept his Heisman winner.
Yep. He's got both of them. They both came
Yep,
back.
they're still here.
So you know
Really
what you're going to get.
strong, really strong tackles. His quarterback, I mean, he might have a Raiola kind of year here. This is probably his last year in this game. So
Potentially. Yep.
because I mean that's I think what Raiola was
Shit. Why
84,
do I
85
keep doing this?
overall, and
I'm
then
sorry, everybody.
he shot up to like 94 by the end of the year. So look out for Kansas
Yeah, they're not
again.
going anywhere. Yeah, Kansas is never going anywhere. All right, Duke. Duke's got the defense going.
Yeah,
Duke's
strong
Duke's
strong
gonna be
backers there.
He's got the pass coverage and the run stopper,
And look at that running back.
and that's what you want. That's Duke style.
Yep.
To have
Yeah,
a
that
fast
guy's
running back,
that
I'm
guy's
still
insane.
I'm always jealous of fast running backs. I've never had one above 93, so I just I'm always so jealous. New guy on the block, Michigan. So
I mean, that corner is
look at
ridiculous.
he's got the line right tackle, right guard, left tackle, left guard, center. All 90
Yep,
plus
he's gonna be
offensive
running
linemen.
heavy
Oh
here.
my
That's for
goodness.
sure.
Let's take a look at that running back. He's fast, so that's good. He's got the power back as well.
5 freshman running backs. That's
Yeah,
insane.
that's actually awesome. Um, he's got a he's got some speed as well if he needs it. So
Yep.
Michigan's looking good. So that'll be fun to watch. Let's see. Let's see you, Ricky.
Missouri. Oh, you skipped Missouri.
Oh
I'm not sure if that was on
no.
purpose or not. You're in receivers, but
So well, yeah. Look at
really
all
good
them.
receivers.
Wow. Dude's got his whole team's wideouts. He's got a solid quarterback. Um,
Yep. Bringing him back.
he's got some really good corners,
Really
all
good
three.
corners. Yep.
So
Really
that's
good
good.
corners.
Got some good linebackers. And now Ricky.
All right. So,
This guy, what the
um,
hell?
so I think I'm going to be stronger in the trenches this year than I am in the skill positions. But I mean, so Raiola did indeed retire, but like I said, I've been sort of banking on this guy to get some off-season training and 83 overall. And if not, I feel pretty comfortable with the guys I recruited. Running back, I'm really strong, at least with the type of that I like. Receiver, I mean, I'm still good there. Missing out on Lloyd, but Chip there, that fourth receiver, I'm really excited about.
Yeah, usable. And
Yep.
you always have speed even down here at the bottom, so you're loaded there. And let's look at this
Yep.
cheat code blocking tight end that you have. This guy is unreal. I
Yep,
mean,
I put him. I had a boatload of tackles I no longer needed, so I just wanted to see. And when I was changing positions, said tight end, so I was like, screw it. So
I don't blame
see if
you.
I can
That's awesome.
try to run the ball a bit more this year.
Got some
If
great
not,
linemen. Got some great backups as well.
yeah, I'm
So
I'm strong across like too deep on each position there. So
they're loaded there. Got some great linemen. Got an amazing middle linebacker that I'm so jealous of.
oh, dude, he kept getting me like pick sixes at the end of a year. I think he got a pick six in both my
Got some
top,
nice
like my
speed.
first two playoff games and everything. So
Yeah. So you're
he's insane. I'm so glad he's back.
building a great roster, Ricky. It's gonna be fun seeing what you do post Rayola. So
It's definitely gonna be different. You
so
just
here,
skip Notre
Lane.
Dame.
Ah, geez, because they're not in a conference. Um. Anyways, so let's see what Nate's got here. He's bringing back his running back from last year, so I know he loves that.
Strong tight end for running the rock.
Got a field general quarterback, so when he has to pass, he can
Yep.
launch it deep. So he's got gold step
Oh
up,
my
so that's
God, he
good.
has three high tackles and a really high like he has his five starters right
Yeah,
there
he's loaded.
in that screen.
So
So
Notre
he's gonna
Dame's
run
going
the
to be
rock.
back. Oh, my screen's
Then
glitched out.
Lane here, let's see what he's got going on.
I don't know why my screen's glitched out like that, but it is. Let's see. Huh. The Ohio State logo just doesn't want to pop up. All right.
Hmm,
That's
I don't
interesting.
want to see it anyway.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, Aaron Noland. I love that name for a quarterback.
That is an awesome name for a quarterback, Aaron Holland. He's
Yeah, so
got,
he looks pretty strong in the skill
look
positions.
at this running back. That guy is going to be a
Yeah,
problem for the
yeah,
Big
he's
Ten.
insane.
He's got some nice linebackers, pass coverage guys, so he's going to be fast out there in the middle. So Lane's got some, Lane's got the tools there. Let's check out the Rebs here.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I don't know why. It's hard to see him sometimes.
I think
Running
yeah,
back.
you continuously keep going over some
I know it's
SEC
okay.
teams. I'm starting to think it's on purpose.
It might be.
Yeah, that running back's ridiculous. I think he had the most yards last year.
Yeah, he
He knows
uses
how
and
to use
abuses
them.
them. Yep.
I would too.
Oh yeah, solid
Yeah,
pass coverage
really
guys as
good
well.
coverage. Yeah, Barfield's got a good team, one he can definitely win with.
He has a lot of high 80s. I mean, look at 89. Look at all the
Oh
89s he has.
Jesus.
I mean, he's built there. See, now it's me.
Yeah.
Now my screen's bugged out. I got my new
Yep.
running back there, so I'm excited to see how he does.
You look
Obviously
really strong on the defensive line there.
the White Walker, like we saw earlier. Excited to see what he can do. Obviously him. I got some fun running backs there. So
83 as a true freshman. Jesus.
yeah. My or my wideouts are low overall, but they're young and they're fast. So it'll be fun to see how I can use them this year. Tight ends, He won't be my starter.
Really strong.
I got him. But he's going to be my starter this year, most likely. Him and McCurdy. I really like what he does. Cotter, he's just high overall. Maybe bring him out in blocking situations. And this was my 3-star gem tight end. Turned out to be pretty solid. So got some good guys there. I'll talked a lot, so I won't look at the defense. But this is my guy, though. I just have to show Finch off. I always love him. 97 speed, just patrol in the middle of the field. So
Crazy.
I love that. Let's go to the Ducks. Look at that. Oh man.
I mean, strong. Shocker. I mean, really, really strong on the
Look at
back
the
end
middle
and
linebackers.
defensively. Man, yeah, that defense could be hard to break through.
It's gonna be hard to run on him. It looks like he lost his cheat code running back, so it'll be interesting to see what he does
He's
this
good enough
year.
offensively to make up for that, so I
Yeah,
don't think he has
definitely.
anything to worry.
That guy was fun to watch, though. Penn State. Wow.
Look at those trenches.
Look at these trenches. Left tackle, center, left guard, right guard, right
Right
guard.
guard again. So there's your starting five right there. You got um, some more linemen. You're basically
An awesome
seven, eight,
tight
nine
end.
guys deep in the high 80s, low 90s.
I mean,
Crazy.
doesn't have
90 as like
yeah,
90 as a vertical threat tight end is crazy
88
because it's
speed,
easy.
93. Oh my.
It's easy to get those like 90 overall blocking tight ends, but that yeah,
Look at
damn.
this route running. I mean, 94 short. He's getting open every play no matter what. So Luke Reynolds
Hmm.
is going to be an issue anytime McMahon needs to throw the ball. Check out the Panthers. Holstein coming back. I know he's excited
Yep,
about
his
that.
final year.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's got really good skill positions. It looks like, you know, and just matter of what you can do offensively in terms of running the rock.
Yeah.
I don't see too many high linemen, but there we go. There they are. That's definitely workable. You can
Yeah,
make that
he
work.
definitely has a solid team. He can make it work. I feel like anybody can make any of these teams work.
SMU.
SMU, yep, new guy. So DJ Lagway. Oh, that's a fun
Oh,
quarterback.
he got the Florida transfer, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's fun. He'll definitely have a good time with him. So I definitely see why he laid off the White Walker. Um, got a left guard, got to protect, got a fast wideout. Got some nice abilities on him. Two fast wideouts. Yeah, looks like they're a little older, but
Hmm.
definitely usable for him. Another fast wideout. So he's got the speed there. Overall doesn't mean anything. He's got the
Nope.
speed. So I'm sure he'll be just fine there. He'll be fun. Hopefully, he puts out good competition and, maybe SMU can make a run for the Big 12 title. I'm just saying.
Hey,
It's early, so anything's
hey.
possible.
I mean, last year proved that anyone can win and
Right.
go from
He could be the new
tiers and all that
UNC.
stuff. That's right. And then let's see, really strong in the trenches here
Yeah, D tackles.
with the right skill
Oh man,
positions. Yeah, your quarterback, your running back. Yeah, he's loaded at every position. But I mean,
the
say
trenches.
that quarterback is crazy with his scrambling skills.
99 agility, like awesome
99
speed.
carrying, 99 ball carrying.
He's not meant to be a quarterback, but he is. He's got, very solid throw stats. 77 deep isn't bad for a scrambler QB.
No,
Um, so yeah, TCU. I played him in the bowl game. He's a very good player, and then his team got way better. So TCU also could be a fun team to watch out of Texas, along with the new addition to the Big 12, Texas. Um, I mean, welcome to speed Big 12 because this guy has it. So
yep, those two running backs, that receiver, but strong in
quarterback,
the trenches too.
yeah, quarterback will be interesting. He likes to throw Thomas in a lot, so I'll probably use him.
Two really
So
good freshmen, it looks like, too. If he really wants,
yeah,
something's not working for some reason, but I think that Owens looks like a safe bet.
this guy
And then,
was a
yeah,
wide out for him. He moved them. I know for a fact he did. But that was a great move. Wide outs stacked, tight end stacked. So once again, Longhorns are stacked. Have fun, Big 12. Post Wegeman, A&M. Looks like Platt will, or not Platt. Jeez. Looks like Reed is the new guy there for the Aggies.
Yep.
He's got speed. Looks like a lot of
I mean,
scramblers.
even that freshman seems like he can do something too.
Yeah, so he's got options there. He's got his running back. I know he likes him. He, we might. He didn't run this guy a lot last year, but this guy definitely has some nice
Gonna have some
abilities.
lightning and thunder with those two guys.
Exactly. So he's got options down there. And let's see. Try not to skip anybody.
I think we definitely have USC left. That might be it.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, Virginia Tech too.
Yep.
Um,
He's got a nice middle linebacker. Two nice
yep,
abilities on
strong
him.
in the trenches.
Two great linemen. Oh, now that's a fast quarterback.
Yep,
So he got
he's
him to
had for a
come
couple
back.
years now.
Yep. Could be his last year, but will be a really fun one for him. An awesome fullback. We'd love to show fullback love whenever
Hmm.
you can. I love a good fullback. The Utah
And it's a really good
Graveyard
linebacker to use her with.
and Virginia Tech. See what the national
Oh, and West Virginia.
champions
Yep.
are
So I
rocking
mean,
with.
man, really good defensive ends,
It's
and
like,
really good linebackers. That might be the best linebacker core I've seen. And
yeah,
he is really good with the defensive user. So that's
friggin'
just going to be right up his alley. Hard to beat. He does lose hardware, but as you see, he still has a
he'll
99
he'll be
speed
just
and
fine.
acceleration. Yeah, he'll be
He's
just
got
fine.
he's got
Maybe he doesn't
Wiggins
have the
here,
release. And then, yep, that's another good
platinum tier
one.
takeoff. He'll be just fine. He's gonna have a fun year down there. And last but not least,
BK in West
BK
Virginia.
in West Virginia. Looks like he's got his boy Trayvon Dunbar back, but I know he's upset he lost his other running back. But it looks like his quarterback progressed very well. 86
Yeah, there you
overall as a
go.
field general. So maybe less pick six. Look at those throw stats. This guy is awesome if you keep him. If he stays in the pocket, he has a little bit of speed. Maybe he can get out, but not much. But that shouldn't be a problem if he can get the ball out
No.
quick. Um, he's got some. Oh yeah, he's got some speed. So watch West Virginia. Maybe we said it last year and he was close. This team, he's got some really good skill positions. So BK, if you keep down the pick six, you always have hope.
Literally, that's all I'm just
That's
asking.
it.
Just don't throw pick sixes.
That's it.
You can even throw picks. Just make sure they're not six.
Yeah, just make the tackle. Let's take a
But
look.
all right, I mean that's pretty much everyone's roster, and
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, what Clemson?
I see a lot of ACC right here, Texas, and then here comes the Big Ten teams. Doesn't surprise me. There's your defensive players.
Yeah, I
So
mean it's very top.
ACC seems to have all the offense. Big Ten has the defense with a couple
Best
guys like to
quarterback in the
sprinkle it
league
in.
isn't even a user, so that's cool.
Nope. I think
Uh,
that guy sucks in real life. But um,
yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much that. Um, so I don't know, Frank. Who do you see as the teams to beat now this year as we get into year 4?
Well, teams to beat. Let's see. Well, here I'll go back to conference. So,
Yeah, it might be the best way. Or predict who makes the playoffs, I guess, or even
all
some
right.
kind of parameter here.
Well,
So
how
let's
about
just play.
I'll predict my four conference champions.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Before schedules and everything,
Before
we'll give you a little
schedules,
caveat.
anything. I know. I I won't get in. I won't break down teams or whatever. I'll just go
We
straight
skipped
at it.
NC State. Oops.
Uh,
Oh
I'm sorry, man. If you watch the pod, I
well.
don't know if you do. We'll get you next time.
Oops. I think
Florida.
he's a really good quarterback, though,
I
if I
think I'm gonna
remember.
go with Florida State this season. I think Ian. I think he's gonna win the ACC and redeem.
I think what for a fourth year in a row you're
Yep.
predicting. I think he's won it every single year. Actually, interestingly enough, Virginia Tech has not won the ACC,
Well,
and
he's
yet
not this year either. So I'm taking
they
Seminoles
might
again.
be the best user.
Taking them again. Who do you got, Ricky? We'll go to. We can just do it back and forth.
Yeah. So I will actually go with the Hokies here.
Okay.
I
They
just
break through, huh?
but I mean, there's a lot of heavyweights here.
Bobby.
It just comes down to who has to face the gauntlet and who doesn't.
Yeah. I mean Clemson as
Um,
well. I mean this is UNC has another uphill battle in terms of just overall, but
all right, so so let's just say this. Let's just say there's three playoff teams coming out of this conference. Who are you picking?
three playoff teams out of this conference. I'm taking Florida State. I'll take Virginia Tech, and I'll take Clemson.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with those three as well. But I mean, last year they got four in. Um,
Could be
yeah,
Bobby's year.
North
Bobby could make a
North
run.
Carolina, and then North Carolina can prove last year like is more. There's more to come. So
Yep. And NC State can prove himself. Let's see if
you
we
know,
see what he can do this
he's
year.
been close against some of the big guys. All right, Big 12. Let's say there's two that come out of here. Give me your champions. There's two that come out of here.
At the top of the list.
Right there. Okay. So right now you're expecting more of the same. So there's still going to be
Well,
basically five of the
Glenn
same six.
Glenn's done it, and so does Kansas. And TCU could be the shocker here. I think they're the team for me that has the most potential, just based off what he did last year and how close he was in a couple matchups.
Yeah.
With I think it was Arizona. He was right in it, or Utah. He was right in there with a couple of teams. And if he would have got that one win, he would have been a playoff team last year. So I'll definitely say these two, but I'll say to watch TCU.
100%. Yeah, I mean the betting favorites should be Kansas, Texas until like proven otherwise, right?
Yeah.
But I mean I feel like this is a conference that can sneak in three or four teams really. So Colorado, West Virginia, TCU. And yeah, it remains to be seen on SMU. I won't give them like a grade because I haven't seen them yet. But
Yep.
if there was a third team, I guess I would just go with Colorado. But
Okay.
you know,
Yeah, he definitely could. Just see what he can do there running the
and
ball.
then this is a gauntlet.
Right. How
So
many?
yeah,
Three?
choose three teams here. Yeah, choose three teams here. I guess.
Iowa
Okay, that's good.
or
Good bet.
Oregon.
Yep. Always. I think they've been in the playoffs every year they've been in the league. So
I don't know. I can't put Michigan there. Can't put Ohio State there, obviously, yet. McMahon's scary, but I don't know if he's mentally back. USC, you've crushed them, so I can't, put him ahead of you. I'm gonna have to put you in there,
sure.
Ricky, coming back. So I I
All
just don't know
right.
if McMahon's back yet mentally. He could be still in the gutter from last season. So I'm thinking the Huskers are gonna get over the Rayola hump, losing him. So I think you'll be just fine. So Nebraska, Oregon, Iowa.
Okay. So all the ones west of the Mississippi here,
Yep.
what you're going with. Obviously I'm not gonna predict anything with myself here, but I mean I think Iowa and Penn State are primed to get back into the dance. I think really McMahon was right there in every single user game he played last year, and now he actually has a high overall team again. And it's gonna be hard to bet against. And then I don't know, like Ohio State does scare me. I know
Yeah,
what
Lane
Lane's
is good.
capable of, and then Boyd being in that just natural fit, man. So I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, it is
gonna
natural.
I'm just gonna go with Oregon, but I mean I would not be surprised if any seven of these teams.
Yeah, everyone in here is awesome. Seriously. So this is the best conference in terms of fun, and it's awesome because three teams last year could be totally different than three teams this year.
Yep.
So Big Ten definitely is the most fun conference. It's always fun to watch it at the end of the season, because there's always three, four teams battling at the last week for that one last spot. So this conference is never over until the fat lady sings. So, and then we'll move on here to the packed conference. Let's see. What
Give
do you
me
got?
two and maybe a third.
Okay,
So I'll
you
say it
go.
here.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with Alabama. They're gonna get into that break their playoff hump. And they're gonna get in. I think Tennessee's gonna get close, but I think they're gonna get beat out by you, and you're gonna make a return back to the postseason. And I'm gonna make a bold prediction that Oklahoma would actually be this third team and not A&M.
Hmm.
I'm gonna, but I mean, obviously don't count him out. He's been awesome every year. I just, yeah, I gotta choose something different eventually here,
Right.
even though I think it's coming from this conference.
No, that's fun. I definitely like hearing Ole Miss coming out of your mouth. Uh, gives me some confidence. Yeah, I mean, I got some pieces this year, so it'll be fun. Hopefully. Yeah, Alabama, came down to the last play between him and I last year. Oklahoma's always fun. He kicked my ass a couple years ago. Or no, yeah, he did kick my ass. Duke kicked my ass as well. He's kicked my ass. Everyone in here has kicked my ass except for Missouri. Um, I've only played Georgia once. So I haven't, seen much of him, but that overall is always scary. Also I've only played I think
So,
Florida once, also Missouri once,
I,
and Casey's new. So, I haven't. I've
yeah,
honestly only played, A&M, Oklahoma, LSU, and now Texas. So there's a lot of teams in here that I'm not familiar with. So it'll be f- it'll be fun, to see how this one plays out as well. I'll take myself just because I can. This is our
yep,
podcast and I can do that. So I'm gonna take
yes you
myself, but
can.
as well I'm gonna put Bama in there just because you know Coach Rick Saban always rolls the tide. So, and I think A&M lost too much. He might regress a little bit, but he's always great on defense. And if he can
He
control the
doesn't make many
clock,
mistakes.
yeah, right, he controls the clock on you. He controls the momentum. You played Barfield last year, so you know what he's capable of. And obviously, we're both excited to see what Casey can do for Tennessee. So, yeah, it'll be SEC will be fun. I mean,
I mean,
obviously,
they're
we
all
lost.
competitive. I mean, it seems like every year, the further we go, the more this ramps up, the
Yeah,
more
I
competitive it
mean,
gets.
obviously, we lost our top
Um,
our top dog there for the past 2 years. Um, but
right, but I mean, also at the same time, Big 12 needed that. I mean,
yeah, they
there's a lot of
definitely need it.
controversy regarding Prime, but I mean, he was a top dog for them. One or number one or number two, depending where you put him and Mitch.
Yeah,
So, I'm
no,
excited to see
Big
what
12
we
will
do
be
across
fun.
the board here.
Yeah. So that's probably
Um,
that'll be our playoffs then. Probably. I mean our
well,
predictions, playoff
I mean, I don't
predictions.
know. We didn't when if we were to do this last year, I don't think any of us mentioned North Carolina. So,
No. So that
um,
right, they're definitely a team that
it's
proved themselves. So
there's plenty of teams to prove us wrong, and I'm always happy to be proven wrong
yep, that
by
just gives us something else to talk
teams
about.
that come surprise us
Yep. Prove us
because
wrong so
it's
we can
really a
talk about it.
crapshoot. No, 100%.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, and then is there any team that you would like to play? But because I guess we won't know what the schedule is, but is there any team out of conference that you would really really like to play?
Well, obviously it'd be fun to play Texas because, we, always have a good rivalry. But it'll be tough because of, all the conference games that I might have to play against users. But I know
Yep.
Texas could be fun. You'd obviously be fun to play against just because we'd talk shit on each other a lot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Um, Tennessee, I'll probably play in the conference, but Casey could be a fun user. I'd like to get my hat in the ring against some ACC opponents. I've never played an ACC guy, so maybe a
Yeah,
Notre
which might
Dame.
be an option now because they're not loaded up conference
Yeah,
user wise.
maybe a Notre
And
Dame as well, or even an Ian. Could be fun at Ian or Nick.
yeah,
So like someone in the ACC. Could be fun. So that's probably
yeah,
what
that'd be
I'd say.
exciting. Yeah, I mean that would have been my answer until the playoffs happened. Then I actually got, you know, three of
Right.
the top teams right after one another. So, you know, I was excited to actually play those ACC teams because, as you said, that has been an option thus far. Um, I feel like I haven't like I played the SEC, like I played two SEC users last year out of conference. So maybe I'd like to try my hand and get some Big 12 users. Me versus Kansas would be a fucking phenomenal matchup.
That'd be awesome.
I feel. Um, then TCU. I think highly of his game. Who else we got in the conference? I mean, Texas versus Nebraska would
That'd
be a
be a
barn
high
burner,
flyer.
but man, that would be a that'd be a very very tough out of conference game for both of us. Um,
UNC could be
yeah,
fun.
I mean, and UNC would be good. Play the fourth one. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, any honestly, ACC team would be fun. So
Yeah, I
hopefully,
just want like new opponents. That's
right.
all. Like I don't want to run it back. Colorado would be a good one. I never played Christian. I played Colorado when it was
Yeah,
prime.
I played
So
USC twice. In the Big Ten. So it'd be fun. Get another Big Ten team in there, like we said, maybe you or even J Mac. So
yeah, I mean, there's even some like just general matchups I'd love to
right.
see. Like I'd want to see like probably Iowa versus like Virginia Tech. Just one of
Oh,
these
that would be awesome.
like the best
Two
defensive user
differences.
I've played against versus like the best offensive user I've played against. But I think we also got to be careful with these high profile matchups too.
Right.
You
They
don't
could
want
damage us.
to set these guys behind the eight ball when the conference are going to be tough. But I mean, if that happens, great. They're going to be fantastic matchups. But
Yeah, prove it.
that's more of like a playoff caliber. Like, man, I'd love to see that.
Right.
Um, you know, Kansas, I feel like just seeing him against a high profile team to get revenge, that'd be a good. Like Kansas versus A&M even. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah, they were they should have played. Well, I won't say should. They almost played in
Well,
the
yeah,
playoffs. They almost played in the playoffs. But that would be fun. You got the high flying versus the defense as well.
yeah. Then like
So
some Notre Dame matchups. Oh, he's always gonna get USC.
yep. Notre, I
I feel
like.
like he
I
gets
always like
three.
a Notre Dame Penn State matchup. That's always fun.
Yeah, that'd be
Notre.
fun. I'm sure McMahon's itching to get a
Mm-hmm.
redemption game against him,
Tennessee and Notre
against
Dame
Nate.
could be fun.
Yeah, I mean Tennessee has a lot to prove in general. So like
Yeah,
Tennessee versus Kansas, Tennessee versus
throw them against
I mean
anybody.
maybe not against like some of the ACC guys because he just came from there, but I mean
True.
Tennessee versus like Ohio State, that'd be
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, throw the
See what
two.
see what Lane does against a really good user in
Yeah.
Casey.
Yeah, there's definitely a
Um,
lot of fun ideas and matchups um, that we're not even thinking of right now.
oh God, no. So no, this gonna be an exciting year. It's gonna be a hard year. I don't know what to expect out of myself. I basically went what 14-2 or 13-2 something last year, and I it's very possible I go back to being like 8-5, 8-4.
Yeah, Big Ten's so volatile, you have no idea.
No, it's gonna be an exciting year, and anything else you wanted to discuss, Frank?
I mean, honestly, Ricky, I got nothing else. I think we touched everything we wanted. We looked at every single menu that we possibly could and tried to talk about everything this menu lets us talk about. So, I mean, this is good. You know, I fucked up the last two podcasts. That's on me. We had Nate on, we had Mitch on one, and then I think I just fucked up one, just you and I. So, hopefully I back out of the screen and everything's all right. And if it is, this will be on YouTube. If it isn't, Ricky's gonna kill me. So anyways, but yeah, that's all I got, Ricky. So if you're good, I'm good.
Yeah. No, well, this could kick off to season 4 here. I'm excited about it. I know you're excited about it. We all should be. This is a very fun league. So again, thank you to Ian, Nick, and Nate and man for setting this up, getting us invited.
Yep. Season
Definitely
4.
something I've enjoyed, and on to trying to chase another virtual ring.
Yep. That's the only thing that matters. It's putting a virtual ring on
That's
my
right.
finger. But yep. So
That's right.
hopefully, when I back out here, everything's all right, and we'll see you guys. See you guys in the next one.